What's up, guys? I'm back again with another slay featuring the brand WowAfrican. They sent me over a beautiful wig. In the box was some cash. Well, not some real cash, but you know, a coupon. You got your wig cap, you got a comb, you got a little bit of everything. And here is the wig. It's 20 inches natural color. Tell me that ain't gorgeous. Oh, now, honestly, I wish I would have just kept it in its natural state. This one is so beautiful. It comes with a removable elastic band, or adjustable strap rather. You're able to adjust it to the size of your head. And girl, this one is pre-bleached. They actually bleach the knots for you and it looks amazing. It is a 360 lace wig. It's 150% density. This wig is everything. It's already pre-plucked for you. You can see in the front they kind of started it off for you, and this is what it looks like on. Can you believe it? I actually was able to cut the lace off on this one, put the wig on. I didn't have to add an elastic band. The band fit perfect actually, so I didn't even have to put any like freeze spray, holding spray, or anything like that. So against my better judgment, I went ahead and heated up my large curling iron. I've always had trouble with this curling iron and I always want it to work. I don't know why. It's been a while, probably over a year since I've tried to use it. But today I was like, I just really want some big, sexy curls. So I decided to pull this one out, and you're going to see that this one does not hold a curl the way I would love it to, but you know, the hair still came out really nice, so I made it do what it do. I also pulled out my babyless flat iron in the process. Here we are. Since it is pre-plucked, I went ahead and separated out what I felt was enough baby hair. I used foam lotion to kind of mold the hair in the direction I wanted it to go. Now I'm using the pull method to go ahead and thin out this area so that it's not too thick when it's time to swoop the baby hair. And you don't really want to bald the lace. You just kind of want to go in between and make sure there are no thick clumps, you know, of hair. Trim it down a little bit shorter. Go as short as you feel comfortable. I feel like what is maybe about 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch is like ideal. I definitely like it even shorter than this, but this is kind of safe if you don't, or you're nervous about doing too much. So I'm going to take a little bit more of that foam lotion. Today I just wasn't in the mood for edge control or I got to be glued. I kind of just wanted it to just flow naturally. So instead of using my normal, you know, routine, I went ahead and pulled out this little brush that I got from Sally's, and this one is really nice. It's technically like a manicure brush, but it kind of works really nice for the baby hair. And as you kind of see, I just swooped it and just kind of made it go in the direction that baby hair is supposed to go. I really didn't want to make it too thin. I didn't want to make it too short. I didn't want to make it too sleek. And as you guys can see, it forms the baby hair really nicely. The thing about it is, because I use like a foam lotion opposed to like an edge control, the moment you touch it, it, you know, will move. So the idea is to swoop the baby hair and to form it in the shape that you want it to go. Leave it alone. Don't touch it and let it just dry like that, and it'll naturally, you know, like be molded in that shape from that point forward. That way, you know, it'll sit really pretty, but it also will move around. I also recommend cutting the baby hair a little bit shorter if, you know, you want it a little less. Here I am going ahead and making the parting nice. I went ahead and parted it really nice to make it as straight as possible. Added a little bit of foam lotion, and then I kind of brush it in, and I use the hot comb or the flat iron to kind of seal that in. And what that does is it gives the crown of your head a salon finish. It cancels out any flyaways. It makes it much flatter up top. It just all around makes the top or the crown of your head look really nice. Now I'm going in. I kind of felt like the parting was a little bit tricky, so I kind of wanted to smooth it out just a little bit more, and that definitely made a huge difference. So I'm going to go ahead and flatten that out as well. Now we're going to begin to curl. Again, we're going to use that large barrel curling iron. Not sure of what the actual barrel size is. I want to say it's a 2 inch. I'll have it linked down below if you are interested. But, you know, after I've done this video, I kind of realized this is kind of one of the ones that you definitely, number one, need to use a product. And number two, you should always pin curl your curls with a large barrel. So after each curl, just kind of roll it back up. It's, you know, seal it with a pin. Like a bobby pin, not even a bobby pin, like a duck belt pin, the silver ones. And I kind of left this one in real time, so you can see I definitely left the curling iron on the hair a long time. This is sped up, you know, in double, and you can see even though it's sped up, it still was a long time that I had it there. And you'll see the curl did take. It's just they drop so fast when you use a large barrel like such. So I will go ahead and pin it up, like roll it up and pin it up, and spray it with a little bit of like a Sebastian shaper or something like that. So for the second one, I went ahead and used the flat iron to kind of straighten it out. Because it has a natural wavy texture, I kind of felt like maybe I needed to smooth the hair out a little bit, especially at the roots, before curling it. That way the root and the end would be just as smooth as, you know, the rest of the hair. And it definitely did make for a smoother curl. I thought I was on a roll because it looked like, you know, the curls are taking really well. I'm taking my time. Everything looks good. And it did look good, and it still looks good at the end. But I definitely wanted a little bit more volume at the end. But I still liked the results. I just, you know, for the time and effort when you curl your hair, you kind of want it to be, you know, super tight and super fleeky, you know, to begin with. So I find like rolling the curling iron sideways or horizontal after you reach the top of the curl kind of helps to form the curl really nicely. And when you get to the very top, I like to sweep the flat iron or the curling iron on top to kind of flatten out the actual base of the hair before rolling it into the curling iron. And it kind of helps to make the hair look a little bit more sleek. And as you guys can see, I have this one more piece in the front, but the back, the curls are nice for a nice like beachy wave, a simple wave, but it's not as fleeky as you would think it would be. So word to the wise, I will go down. I have I think almost all of the sizes in this brand of curling irons, and I find that a 1 inch, 1 1/4 inch, about a 1 1/4 inch to 1 1/2 inch are kind of more ideal for getting a curl that'll actually hold and last. I don't know why that is, but this does not work for me. If you have any tips or tricks or a brand of a curling iron that is this large that really works, please let me know, and I literally will go out today and buy it because I desperately want a curling iron this big that will hold a curl. I just don't know if it's me that's doing something wrong or if it's the curling iron. But you see, this curl is super beautiful. All the curls were super beautiful, but they instantly drop. So you kind of seen the left and right to see the difference. And as you guys can see, without even touching it, they just drop. It's kind of depressing. So I did go back over a few of the curls. After I was done with both sides, I used my wax stick around the crown just to give it more of a little bit of a flatter appearance up top. I did go with the foam lotion in the beginning, and so this is kind of like a second step. And the only reason I'm doing this is because there was so much manipulation during the curling process that I kind of should have just waited to the end to do the top. Now I'm just going in and crimping and just, you know, getting it right for the end. And still, it's like each curl is dropping. You guys seen this curl with your own eyes and how amazing it was. So it's not the texture of the curl or the hair. I feel like if I go and I wet the hair, it's going to curl and wave right back up. The hair itself is absolutely gorgeous. It's just I chose the wrong curling iron. I have literally like 7 curling irons, and I chose the one that gave me an L. Again, the hair looks amazing. I absolutely loved working with this hair, and I loved how, you know, it's pre-bleached. It was ready to go. I should have kind of just used my wand curler. I feel like that always works no matter what size curler I use. But, you know, you live and you learn. It's a learning process. So if you are on the market for some curling irons, I definitely would not go this big unless you just, you know, already have 1 or 2 that you really like and you just want the size. But if you're starting out and you need a good one, I would recommend one that is about a 1 1/4 to 1 1/2, and that'll probably be a little bit more versatile as far as getting curls that will hold and last and that still are nice, big, and beautiful. So after going around and touching up a bunch of the curls, I kind of just gave up and re-swooped the baby hair. Okay, so I'm pretty much done. I was watching Braxton Family Values, so I went ahead and did this wig. But my favorite part about this one is that I really didn't have to do much of anything. I literally could have left it in the natural state, or I could have wet it, or, you know, I could have done the curls, which I did. So as far as the pre-bleaching, I feel like it's becoming more popular with companies to bleach the knots for you, which makes it so much more easy because you don't even have to add powder to the parting. I haven't opened up the parting. I haven't done anything. As far as the length of the hair, it's a really beautiful texture. I got some nice natural curls out of it, and I am pleased. I have no complaints about this hair. The elastic band actually was tight enough. I had it as tight as it can go at first, and it was a little bit too tight, so I went and adjusted to the middle strap because there are three levels of the adjusting. So basically the middle level was my perfect size. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick one. I did use both of these simultaneously. I always try to give this big one a shot. Let me know what your favorite curling iron is, because this one is from Hot Tools, and I always want like a nice big barrel that will give me some nice big full curls, and this one never holds a curl like I like no matter how many times I've tried it with different hair, it just doesn't hold a curl. So make sure you're subscribed, turn on your post notifications so you won't miss the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.